I remember as a kid wanting to join the Australian Ballet, and I thought if I was just in the Corps de Ballet, I'd be like the happiest person. And of course, you get into the Corps de Ballet and then you go, well, now I'd like to be a coryphée. There's always that ambition. In 1982, Stephen Heathcote and myself had another year to go at the school before graduation. We were seconded into the company for 3 months because they were doing Spartacus. So we started and then we never stopped. Maynard Gilgood arrived as the new artistic director, and 3 months sort of came and went, and the casting went up and we were on it. And no one said anything, so then we just kept going to work.
David was, right from the start, was always technically the strongest. He was the benchmark, that we all sort of aspired to.
I wasn't really perfect. Not really, the perfect look or, I'm a bit short. I guess I overcame a lot of other people's expectations of what I could do.
He joined the company in 1983 as a Corps de Ballet dancer. He became a coryphée in 1984, soloist in 85. And then he went over to the competition in Moscow with Elizabeth Toohey and won medals. The following year, they were the first Australians ever to guest with the Bolshoi Ballet. And then he was made a senior artist, then a principal dancer.
I was most happiest when I was on stage, no matter what. I never wanted to take it for granted. I felt alive, I felt 100% myself.
It's sometimes hard to come onto a solo after him, because the audience would be, in raptures.
David used to say that anytime he was dancing with, a partner, a little part of him would fall in love with them. And I just think that is the most generous expression.
It was extraordinary to have somebody with such generosity. I get nervous all the time, but what he used to do was stand on the other side of stage and sort of wave and blowing kisses. He would put me into a place of okay, I can do this.
After a 6-month international search, Australia's biggest performing arts company has chosen one of its own for the coveted role.
I made a choice that if I would be appointed to this job, that I would stop dancing. I was standing on the side stage and thinking to myself, don't hold back. You're just never going to do this again, so just do it all.
So it's a very, very big step, and one that requires, I think, immense bravery and immense vision, and David has all those things.
I was really lucky in my first year to commission Graham Murphy's Swan Lake. I remember at the time saying to the board, this will either be the biggest success the company's ever had, or I'll be the shortest reigning artistic director of the Australian Ballet.
When you're a new director and you take the world's most famous ballet and turn it into something else, it's a masterpiece. I mean, it couldn't have come across any better. It was a wonderful, brave choice.
It was quite unusual, but also very brilliant, that he didn't come in and go, I have to be everything to everyone. He was all very open from the start about what he knew and he was very expert in, which was ballet and classical ballet, also about the things that he wasn't expert in, and seeking experts to then work with him.
As a part of David's makeup, there is a part of him that cares deeply. You have to care about your art form. You have to care about the people who are working for you within that art form.
He really tries to inhabit and live the artistic intent of everything that we do.
I don't think I've met someone just as passionate as him in the organisation itself. He's just very much the Australian Ballet.
I always thought that I'd probably do it for 10 years and it would be time for someone else. But it's such a job that you never feel like you complete it. It feels like I've just started.